Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, My Adventures, Planetary Exploration. We're going to take the next planet in HIP 11879 system. Is this left? Go to the system map. Okay, let's get going. Is this left? Is this landing? Waiting for the mass lock to go off. As we're waiting, please consider helping our channel in some way. If it's by donating or subscribing or joining our Patreon or putting tritium in the fleet carrier, because we need helpers to help our channel, because it needs real bad help in all areas. And if you help our channel in a significant way, then you'll get access to all the pre-release videos. Like this video, when we record it, we publish it to private on YouTube and schedule it for the public out 15 to 30 days. So if you want the videos quicker, you subscribe and you mark your subscription to public like it tells you in the description. Or you donate to the ways to donate in the description, or you join our Patreon that's listed in the description, or you go to inera.cz and go to Galaxy, System and Stations, and then Fleet Carriers, and in the search put RG-FC. You find our fleet carrier, and if you put at least 200 units of tritium into the fuel tank, any of those options will get you the pre-release videos. And we've had comments in the past of, why do you ask for stuff? Well, for one, the subscription is free. I don't know if the viewers actually understand that. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can subscribe to 2,000 different channels. I really don't think the viewers understand that. Because they're so offended if you ask for one of those 2,000 subscribes. They go out of their mind. It's amazing. You know, I'm always amazed. Like, really? Boy, people get offended really easy. I'm pretty offended too that we can't get anyone to care about our channel. They want to watch. We've had over 22,000 viewers to our channel videos. We've had over 12,000 different people view our videos. But then they get offended if you ask for a free subscription. Oh, people are just so weird. So, oh well, that's why we have pre-release videos for those that are not weird. Now that is a big flat area in that crater. So we might go over there. That looks kind of interesting. Thinking we've lost our tracking because it's turned hazy. That's what happens when it turns hazy. I don't know if it's a great place in the crater, but it just looked like a big flat area. Looked kind of interesting. I wanted to check it out. Well, as most of you know, I really like planetary exploration because it's kind of peaceful. It's not as wild and crazy as bounty hunting or interdictions or any of those things. Is this alternate? Is this alternate? Yeah, I didn't want to do that yet. I want to do a view around first. Now we have had a slight increase of subscribers, and I really appreciate that. So all of you that have subscribed are eligible for those pre-release links to those private YouTube videos. So just send me an email, look in the description, and make your subscription as public so I can verify it. Because I have had a few people to say they subscribed, and then when I go to their site and it was marked as public, our subscription is not listed under their channels, their subscribed channels. So, seems like they're trying to pull a fast one. Well, not as easy to pull fast ones on. I trust but verify. Because nowadays, you have to verify. Because sometimes people will tell a lie even when the truth sounds better. It's kind of amazing. Is this alternate? Is this landing? So there is one more planet in this system that we can land on. So after this video, we'll do one more. And then we'll do something else. Haven't totally decided if it's another bounty hunting video or more cargo missions. We still need more cargo missions. Sis down. Sis dark. Well, it's kind of interesting in here. It is one big crater. Sis, ship.
Ship dismissed.
Ship will go into orbit until we call it back. And we launch it off because after we get to 7.5 kilometers, it'll leave anyway. And usually we will get 7.5 kilometers from where we landed. So, might as well. And we're going to check it out because it is a little bit different. This huge crater. From space, it looks more flat than it does on the ground, but not too bad. It's because this is kind of a rough little area. So if we turn around and go away from the rough area, probably won't be as rough. Turn on the combat because we got to shoot rocks. At least the rocks don't shoot back. Yeah, that's not my favorite thing to do is the combat part. I know I needed to be able to do some. That's why we started bounty hunting in res areas, resource extraction sites. So if you have any apprehension about combat, watch videos on beginning bounty hunting, or watch mine too. I talk about it. Engineer your ship as much as you can. That helps. It's not an absolute requirement, but it does help. If you go to res low areas, so find resource extraction site with brackets that says low, and do this in a high security system. It's pretty easy. Even for me. If it's easy for me, oh, you can handle it. Anybody can handle it. If I can handle it. See, I've even gone to just the regular res, which is kind of a medium, because low was a little bit too easy. So the more challenging it is, the more rank you get, the larger the bounties are, all that kind of stuff. I'm not ready for high yet. And I know to some of you high is even real easy. Even hazardous is probably easy for a lot of you, but it's not easy for me yet. So let me get bored with just regular res sites. Then we'll talk about high. Yeah, I'm using an Oculus Rift S, and the controllers are not like a HOTAS. So it is much tougher to lock on and stay locked on. That's why I'm using gimbal burst beam weapons. So it locks on a little bit. I guess my biggest fear, more than the getting shot at by pirates, is friendly fire. That would be bad, because I could have a warrant put out on me And so security forces could be firing at me. That's not a good thing. So I guess that's what I worry about the most. Situational awareness, as they say. I try not to shoot when security forces are close to the target. I try to wait. Now, if you can just get a couple of shots off that hit the wanted target, you'll normally get credit for the kill, which is kind of a cool thing. So, and you can follow the security forces around. When they start shooting at somebody, you can get up there and shoot at them too, and you get the credit for it, because security forces don't get the credit for collecting bounties. They're just there to shoot at them. But sometimes they don't start shooting at them till you start shooting at them. So sometimes you got to lock onto them and start shooting at them, and then the security forces will come help you. Now, it doesn't give you a whole lot of rank points. I think I've done 4 or 5 bounty hunting videos, and I've gotten 13% on my competent rating. So it doesn't give you a whole lot, but maybe a couple per video, a couple of percent. Still take 50 videos. But for someone that's not combat oriented, I guess it's the best that I can do. Probably gonna have to get in the crater and shoot at it, because the turrets won't point down. Hey, I have a hard enough time staying on the target as it is. It's that pirate technology, I guess. Same one that made the throttle of Super Cruise. It's pretty bad. But we've run so many cargo missions because everything's about credits. I have a fleet carrier. It costs me $25 million per week to have a fleet carrier. It cost $5 billion just to buy into it. And then you have to spend almost another $1 billion on the services to get those activated. See, the target's terrible. You cannot stay on a target. That pirate technology. See, it just jumps all over the place. See, can't even stay on it. Only hit it about 10 times. But really, my videos is a come along videos. You just kind of come along with me. And yes, you get to hear my frustrations because I'm just talking. But But I'm getting to the point. Yeah, if you watch, fine. If you don't, fine. We're not getting any support, and it'll be probably 7 years before we ever get help from YouTube at the rate we've been going. So, you come along, fine. If you don't, well, that's the way it goes. I'm going to keep doing and maybe do even more videos up front. I get to the point where we just do a video a week or something. Everything else is early access. I have one of those spam phones. That's all I get. Spam. But because of my work, I have to have it. So it just rings constantly of spam. And if I don't recognize the number, I don't answer it. Well, it's a computer, I'm sure, that's doing the calling, waiting for you to pick up, because I'm never going to, so. But I've gotten to the point, I do what I want to do. If I wanted, it's hard not to be talked into planetary exploration, because I like that. It's really nice out here. Getting to, ooh, we're full of iron. Yep, no more slots for iron. So we're going to have to go to a material trader for raw materials at some point. The more that we fill up like that, like iron is full, the closer we're going to need to go to a material trader. Now we have upper level. There's something over here, and we're going to check it out. But I must have done something right. I have elite status in trade. I have elite status in explorer. I have a fleet carrier. I have 4 cutters, 4 pythons, a vulture, and a fertilance, and the original sidewinder. And that's after starting the game 3 separate times and going back to scratch again. Oh, that might be a ship. Or I think it might be a satellite too. Well, we're not much of a match for a ship. Like those support ships, when you shoot stingers and skimmers and they come after you, you don't really have anywhere to hide or get behind or any of that kind of stuff. You can scan it for encoded material sometimes. Or you get a reward for it. Intel package. Sys left. Yep, you get 4,489 credits. Oh my goodness. It would pay for the rebuys though on your SRV. Sys right? It's less than that. The rebuy on this SRV is 257 credits. Yep, just that Intel package paid for a lot of rebuys. But I don't want to get killed and have to start over in my ship and come back down and all that kind of stuff. So I'd rather just do bounty hunting in res zones. Need to check the recording and the time. And I have a meeting in 14 minutes, so we have a little bit of time. And I'm like everybody else, I don't care much for meetings. But they don't give you a choice. Managers have to justify their existence at our expense. Death from boredom. But it's pretty easy to get those early access videos. All you have to do is support the channel. And one of the ways I mentioned before, through a free subscription that you have 2,000 of, you get them that way and mark your subscribes as public and send me an email or donate to the channel. Join our Patreon. Or put at least 200 units of tritium into the fleet carrier. You can find the fleet carrier at any time through Inera ZZ. Go to Galaxy and System and Stations and Fleet Carriers, and in the search put in the RG-FC. So RG-FC. And it'll tell you where the fleet carrier is at, the system. So you go there, and under your filters to your left, it says left, go over to navigation, go up to filters, and then you can click on fleet carriers when you're in the system that the RGFC is at, and you'll find it. You'll lock onto it and you can come land on it and donate tritium. And we've had quite a few to do that. And I really appreciate that. That does make a difference. Even though it's just your play time that it costs, or some credits that you built up to buy 200 units. But yes, I will give you early access videos if you do that. And right at this very moment, there's space in the fuel tank. Now sometimes there's just no space in the fuel tank. Somebody's already filled it up. Too bad you can't put it into our cargo hold. Ooh, sulfur just filled up too. Yep, we're getting closer and closer to having to go to a material trader for raw materials. And the closest one is by Dab's Hope. It's kind of far away. But before we can do a lot more planetary exploration, we're going to have to go find one. Not exactly find it, I know where it's at. I got it part of my bookmarks. Okay. Sis ship. Well, I do appreciate you coming along. Hopefully you'll consider helping our channel in one of those ways that I mentioned. because that's what matters, or that's what matters to me, because the channel matters to me. So if you want to join me in caring about the channel, then you can have those pre-release videos links. There it is. Woohoo! I'm always worried about it landing on my head. Because either it's on top of your head or it's far away. It's usually one or the other. Well, since my ride is here, kind of a nice ride. Is this down? Well, I appreciate you coming along. Be sure to come along when we go. I think it's 2D Planet. So until then, thank you for watching. Goodbye.